organ donations, Veterans Muster, and the Autumn Chase Run are all coming up today on the link. Hi, I'm Lana Mobley.
And I'm Mark Whitlock. Sandra Holt is going to talk with us today, Lana, about heroes in our community, organ donations, the opportunities that we all have to think about that very difficult subject, but there are heroes in our community who have stepped up to the plate for friends and loved ones.
Yes, there are. And then I believe you're going to talk to Malcolm Jackson and Joe Brooks about the muster coming up.
We really are. Muster 3, Coweta Commission on Veterans Affairs, a group that really highlights in our community the sacrifices made by men and women in the military. This is the third muster. This is going to be fun.
Well, and then I'm going to talk to Jessica Griffith from Piedmont Wellness Center downtown about the Autumn Chase Run in October, and boy, it is fun. I've done it for the last couple of years, and I'm not a runner, so I just walk, but oh, it's so nice in the fall to get out and for a good cause, so that would be fun.
You bet, you bet. We had a great Coweta County Fair.
I enjoyed doing that show so well. I mean, it was just so much fun. And then last week, Laura sat in for me. So thanks to Laura, I was able to take a couple of days off and went to Chicago.
Great.
It was so fun. I had been before, but it had been a number of years. And it was just so cool. We rode the large Ferris wheel so I thought I was back at the fair.
There you go. There you go.
It was on the Navy Pier.
Navy Pier.
And then we went to John Hancock Observatory. And as you walk around the 360 view of the city, and the weather was gorgeous, it was just so nice. So it was a nice, relaxing couple days.
Great to have you back.
Thanks.
Sports season's in full swing. We've had homecoming at our high schools. We've got Southeastern Conference football. 5 teams in the SEC at the time we're filming this are in the top 10.
Well, Braves have done great. Falcons are great. You know, recently I think both the Falcons and the Braves were all sold out. So can you imagine
same day
traffic in Atlanta? But boy, sports fans are having a great season this year.
This is a great region for sports. It's one of those things that we can enjoy as families.
Oh, absolutely.
And,
absolutely.
That's something that our community has really gotten behind, sports in our local community.
Right, right. Well, up next is Sandra Holt with her story about organ donations. So you stay with us. Thanks.
Hello, I'm Sandra Holt, and this is Focus on Your Health. Today, I am very honored to have a special guest with me. 5 years ago, Mr. Dick Ford was not quite sure if he was going to make it or not. And he has survived and is thriving and working out and just having lovely days because he is the transplant recipient of a heart. We have lots of recipients of donations of kidneys, livers, eyes, tissue, but I think the heart is a pretty major organ to live for. So thanks, Dick, for being here.
I appreciate it. We're here to promote organ donation today. I received my heart 5 years ago. Currently in this country, there's about 115,000 people awaiting some type of organ donation. Unfortunately, there are not enough donors, and consequently, 19 people die every day waiting on organs. So we're here to try to promote that and to get more people to become organ donors. I'm the manager of Team Georgia, which is a team that participates in the transplant Olympics every other year in the United States.
And you just went to the Olympics?
I just went a few weeks ago. I got back from the games, which were held in Grand Rapids, Michigan this year. In 2014, there will be another city hosting those games.
And brag on your medals.
I won 2 bronze medals, one for coaching the co-ed basketball team and another for the 200-meter dash. So I was very excited about doing that. And the games are to show people that we can be just as functional as anybody else after receiving a transplant, and also to help promote organ donation and let the world know we really do need more people donating their organs because there is such a shortage in this country.
And you, of course, had to be a recipient from a person who had passed away.
That's right.
Which is sad on one side of the coin and happy on the other side, because your family got to keep you. And you've not dealt with that family, but there's possibilities sometimes to be in touch. Now, how can someone watching contact you, and also how do they become an organ donor?
5 years ago, I was very sick and had the opportunity to receive a heart donated by a man that had been in an accident and passed away, and was good enough to donate his heart to me. Since that time, I've become involved in the transplant community and become quite active. I'm the manager of Team Georgia, which is an Olympic type of games that are held, and each state sends a team to participate. We're made up of donors, organ recipients, and other people that just want to be involved to help promote organ donation in our state. Currently, there's about 115,000 people in this country that are awaiting some type of organ donation. Unfortunately, there's not enough donors available, so approximately 19 people die every day awaiting a new organ. So that's what we're here for, is to try to get people to sign up to become organ donors. There are a lot of people in Coweta County. There's probably 20 people right now on the list waiting some type of organ so they can go ahead with their life. The main organization is Donate Life, which is part of LifeLink of Georgia. We're going to show a link where people can contact them, or they can contact me. I live in Moreland. My phone number is 770-251-5556, or they can go to the website, which is LifeLink Donate Georgia, to get the information they need to become an organ donor.
And I want you to brag a little bit on yourself, because Dick did go to the Transplant Olympic Games during the time that London was having the International Games, and tell your events and the medals that you won.
Well, I ran a 5K, 100-meter dash, 200-meter dash, and a 4x100 relay, and I won a bronze medal in the 200-meter dash, and also received a bronze medal for coaching the co-ed basketball team. Team Georgia was very successful. Our team altogether won 38 medals this year, and we were very excited about that.
So we would like you to give the gift of life and sustain the ones that are here with us, and we're so thankful for the donors that are there. And thank you for being here, Dick, and many more years of help.
Thank you.
I hope many of you will respond and become donors and give the gift of life. Thank you for watching. I'm Sandra Holt, and this is Focus on Your Health.
There's always something happening in downtown Newnan. Shop at our unique businesses, dine at our locally owned restaurants, and play in our parks. Join us the first Saturday of each month for Market Days, featuring more than 50 vendors offering homemade, handmade, and homegrown products. Enjoy exciting annual events like the Labor Day Sidewalk Sale and 5K Road Race, the Fall Art Walk, the 20th Annual Taste of Newnan. Come downtown for the Oktoberfest beer tasting and downtown trick-or-treating. Discover downtown Newnan, where the owner is always in.
They wanted technology to help run their business. We asked, what kind of business? They said, a growing business. We said, that's the business we're in. Your local connection to the best technology in town to help grow your business. NuLink.
We are delighted to welcome Joe Brooks, Malcolm Jackson, co-chairs of the Coweta Commission on Veterans Affairs, a tremendous group that raises awareness in our community about the sacrifices made by our men and women in the military. Muster 3 coming up soon. Start us off, if you would, Joe. Talk about the Coweta Commission on Veterans Affairs.
Well, you know, back in the spring of 2010, Malcolm and I had the experience of going over to Steve Quisenberry's class, where he has the Vet Connection, where he brings in the veterans so that the students can go down and talk to vets and see the memorabilia and things of that nature. And Malcolm and I said, you know, we're missing something here, and what we're missing is getting this message out to the public. And you know, the students have a pretty good idea as to what the military families have done and sacrifices they make and whatever, but the public. So we decided to do something about that. And in order to do something, the Malcolm and Joe show doesn't fly too well. So what we did, we went to the county and we explained to the county what we wanted to do and that we needed an umbrella organization in order to do some of these things. The county was great. The Coweta County commissioners worked with us, and they actually made us a formal organization by proclamation. So we are, in fact, a county organization by proclamation, if you will. And there was one string attached. There was no funding came with the title. So we've been busy raising funds for each of the musters that we hold and things of that nature. One thing we have done is establish ourselves as a 501c3, so anybody making donations, it is a taxable deduction for them. The basic mission of the commission is public awareness. Yeah. We want the public to be aware of the sacrifices that are made by our military and the families of the military. After Vietnam War, in the early 70s, this country went to an all-volunteer military. And Secretary Gates, when he's still Secretary of Defense, made a comment that 1% of the population is really fighting the wars for the 99%. Our mission in life is to educate the 99%, and we're doing that through the muster mechanism. And we do that by doing musters. Yeah. And we're moving in, as you said, into our third muster.
Moving into the third one.
Third one.
Musters 1 and 2 and 3, you guys seem to focus on particular eras of veterans. You have a particular era that you focus on. Yeah. Muster 1 focused on.
Let Malcolm get involved here. Malcolm will tell us all about the muster. He can even tell us what a muster is.
All right, good.
Well, yeah, let me tell you what a muster is. Muster, in military terms, simply means the coming together for appreciation, for gathering, for award ceremonies and that type of thing. And we settle on muster because we are bringing the community together to say thank you to the veterans and their families. We did that with Muster 1 by concentrating on World War II veterans down at the Veterans Park year before last with an opening ceremony, and then it was a one-day affair, and then we moved uptown to the Court Square where we closed off the North and South Court Square and put the Vet Connect guys around the courthouse for the day. Muster 2 centered on honoring Vietnam veterans and their families. It kind of took a life of its own and turned into a week-long affair centered around bringing the traveling wall to the fairground. Of course, we started off with a parade, if you will, through downtown Newnan with about 200 patriotic motorcyclists escorting the truck through town, out around Newnan High School, where they actually closed the high school down, and all the students came out on the LaGrange Street and watched us come by. We had a couple of events at the Center for Performing Arts. One was a one-man play based on a book called by Tim O'Brien on the things they carried. And then the next night was a movie that was based on the Huey helicopter that had gone around the country and interviewed Vietnam veterans.
And a tribute to those families in Coweta County who lost
Absolutely, absolutely.
Lost
And
loved ones in Vietnam.
you can't lose sight of the fact that in each of these two, we centered on honoring those veterans with a very patriotic, I think, tribute where the students, actually after the families were seated, brought in individual photographs of the 23 KIAs and placed them on the seat in the empty row in the front of the Performing Arts Center. The rest of the muster was at the fairground. We had over 200 veterans, Vietnam veterans, who volunteered their time to help us keep that display of the traveling wall open 24 hours a day.
Amazing.
Wednesday through Sunday.
Let's talk very briefly as we wrap up about Muster 3. What's it going to be?
Well, we're not even trying to compete with last year because it was just a week-long affair. We're going to do two things this year. We're going to have a Thursday night event back at the center hosted by the patrons for the center. And it is based on a stage production, based on a book called Letters Home. This stage production is by a group out of Chicago, and they will be doing that play, which kind of wraps up what happened in Afghanistan and Iraq by bringing letters from the front to life.
Right. And on Saturday the 13th.
And then on Saturday the 13th, it will be basically a 10 to 3 affair. 10 o'clock, we have some combat veterans jumping in, parachuting into the fairground to bring the flag for the opening ceremony. Starting at 10:30, the Vet Connect people will be there on the plaza from 10:30 to about 2. With all of their memorabilia, and we'll have
Huey helicopter rides.
Huey helicopter rides. I know you're looking forward to that.
I am, indeed, absolutely.
Starting at 11 o'clock. You can actually take a Huey helicopter ride for $50 or $45 for veterans, and we'd like to see a lot of people out doing that. And then a closing ceremony, Mark, at 2, which is always kind of the center point of our musters, where, again, we pay special tribute to the KIAs. Right. What we didn't say is we're covering, this year's muster covers the veterans from post-Vietnam, if you will, Cold War, from 1975 through present. There were 6 KIAs from Coweta County that are enshrined down at the Veterans Park. And those are the veterans that we'll be paying tribute to with the closing ceremony.
Joe Brooks, Malcolm Jackson, Coweta Commission on Veterans Affairs, October 11 and 13, Muster 3. Thank you so much for what you do in our community. Thank you for being on the link with us today.
Thank you for having us.
One quick comment. Always people ask, what about the Korean War? We're going to do the Korean War next year, which is the 60th anniversary of the Korean War.
Great.
So for those Korean vets, we'll take care of them next year.
Great. Thank you so much.
All right. Thank you.
Coweta Commission on Veterans Affairs, Joe Brooks, Malcolm Jackson. Stay tuned. The link will return.
She wanted home phone service for less. We gave her unlimited long distance and more for less. She said, thank you. We said, you're welcome. Your local connection to the best technology in town with home phone starting at $19.99 per month. NuLink.
Today we have Jessica Griffith with us to talk about the 2012 Autumn Chase Run that's happening downtown. Jessica, it's good to see you again.
You too. Thanks for having me.
Tell us about Autumn Chase. It's a great run, and in the fall, so the weather's going to be great. So tell us about what it's all about.
Well, we're really excited. It's our 5th annual 15K and 5K trail race, and it's actually held behind the Noonan Utilities around our water reservoirs. So it's a beautiful race.
It is beautiful. I remember last year, the leaves were turning, and a lot of people don't know that those lakes are back there, and it was really nice. So how many people do you expect this year?
Last year we had close to about 250 runners, so we're hoping for closer to 400 this year, but it's such a great event. And we have also a 1 mile fun run. So for those who aren't really runners, they can do the 1 mile or just come and participate and watch the runners.
Right. Now, I believe this year you're going to have, last year you had coffee because it was so cold, but this year you're going to have hot chocolate and coffee. And we were talking before the interview. Tell me about this hot chocolate or hot milk thing.
As far as a snack after a great workout or a run, one of the best things is chocolate milk. It's a good recovery
I've never
snack.
heard that.
So instead of actually chocolate milk, we're going to serve hot chocolate because it will probably be cold, but yeah, we're going to have snacks and hot chocolate.
So this is your 5th annual, and last year you raised $14,000.
Yes.
Tell our viewers what some of that money has been used for.
Well, because we're not for profit, we have used it for the Wellness Center. We were able to get an updated group exercise hardwood floor, and it's also helped us to be able to offer free classes to some of our seniors on Tuesdays and Wednesdays.
Oh, that's great.
It's basically just to update our Wellness Center and give us the opportunity to offer community fitness programs.
I think the Wellness Center, a lot of people don't know it's there. You know, it's downtown on the square. It's so convenient for me, you know, working right downtown and living downtown. It's so great. And your staff is so nice.
Thank you.
And you've updated your equipment. It's very, very well done.
Yes. This year our hope's to raise more money than last year and have a group exercise room built on our main floor so that if we have members who cannot go upstairs, wheelchair accessible, we want to have a group exercise room on the main floor so that everybody can participate in our classes.
That's really good. So the run is October 27th, and the deadline for entry is when?
You can register the day of.
Okay.
We'll be there that morning at 7:30 getting set up, and they can register there at the race or on our website, piedmont.org/Noonan Wellness Center. And you know, we couldn't really do this race without our sponsors, so I definitely have to talk about that when we get a chance.
Go ahead.
Well, Morris, Manning, and Martin legal offices. NuLink, of course, has always been a sponsor. Beck Janitorial. Danny's great. Hopefully he's going to run in the event. The Cancer Treatment Centers of America, Georgia Pain and Spine Care, Allstate, Diane Parker. We've had several. Dick's Sporting Goods will actually be giving away gift certificates to the first, second, and third place runners. And also Mizuno tennis shoes will be giving away tennis shoes.
Wow.
So again, we couldn't do this without our sponsors, so we appreciate their support.
Well, you've done a great job, and you know it's hard to say no to you when you come asking for help.
That's why I'm on the show.
That's right. Well, I know that NuLink has partnered with Piedmont at the Wellness Center in a number of ways.
Oh, yes.
And we really enjoy having that partnership with Piedmont, and not only at the Wellness Center, but at the hospital and too. So it's been.
We appreciate everything that you guys do.
Sure, it's a way that we can help give back to Piedmont in a way that you can use it. I know when I exercise, it's nice to have all the TVs up to watch and all the selection and everything and the music, and so.
Yes, our members are spoiled. Some of them come in and they want this TV on this station and that TV on this station. So we're like, what have we done?
No, it's good.
But thanks to NuLink, we can do that now.
That's right. Well, we want to encourage all of our viewers to go out. So it's 15K or 5K be there at 8 o'clock to register and sign up.
7:30, 8 o'clock. The race starts at 8:30. The 1 mile will be at 9:30 because the Noonan Utilities Park is so beautiful. There's activities for everybody, the playgrounds, everything. So bring the entire family. We'll have snacks. We'll have a great time for such a wonderful cause. And
one last question. What does it cost to join or to be a part of it?
Okay, to join the race, it's right now if you register, it's only $25.
Okay.
After October 22nd, it goes up to $30.
Okay. So for $25, you get a great day out in the park to walk and get exercise and be with your friends and family and help with the Wellness Center.
That's right.
So I'm so glad. Thank you.
Are you going to run?
No,
okay.
I walk. I'm not a runner.
Oh, okay.
No, yes. We'll be there.
I thought the NuLink team would be there.
Oh,
again.
yeah.
That's great.
Well, thank you for joining us.
Thank you for having me.
And we will be right back after this.
He wanted faster high-speed internet. She wanted unlimited long-distance calling. We gave them both at the price she wanted. your local connection to the best technology in town, with bundles starting at $59.99 per month. NuLink.
There's a ton of things going on around town this week. Sarah, what do you have for us?
Hey guys, this is Sarah with the Community Calendar. Saturday, October 20th and Sunday 21st from 10 to 5, the Hogansville Hummingbird Festival will be in downtown Hogansville. There will be plenty of exciting activities like arts and crafts, rides, and delicious food. For more information, you can visit www.hummingbirdfestival.com. One Roof will host the annual Inside-Outside sale on Saturday, October 13th from 8 to 2 on Temple Avenue in Noonan. All sales from this event will benefit One Roof Outreach Program. You can call 770-683-7705 for more information on this exciting event. And as you may have heard from earlier, if you're looking for a fun workout, the 5th annual Autumn Chase Race will be Saturday, October 27th at Carl Milk Park. The 15K and the 5K will begin at 8 a.m. and the 1 mile race will begin at 9:30 a.m. This is $25 for adults before October 20th and $30 after October 20th. It is only $8 for kids 12 and under. You can go online and register at www.piedmont.org/Noonan/Autumn Chase. And that was the community calendar for the week. Now back to Lena.
Thanks, Sarah. And now it's time to go to the animal control and see what the adorable pet of the week is.
Thanks, guys. We have our pet of the week here. This is Tia. We're down at Animal Control on Stelt Road in Noonan. And Tia is a beautiful little dachshund. I'm thinking maybe King Charles mix. She is a wonderful, wonderful puppy with a nice long body, nice full belly and long hair, very, very soft coat on her. She's had all of her shots. She's only about 2 years old, and I think she's going to live to be about 15 years old. So this one is basically a puppy. She's a stray from Kelly Farm Road, and she's in kennel A19 down at Animal Control. Very, very mellow dog. She's going to be great with an elderly couple or an elderly individual who needs some company, or a family with small kids. Tia is definitely a dog that can fit into a lot of scenarios, but definitely Tia is not an outside dog. This is a lap dog right here. So if you're looking for a very affectionate dog that doesn't mind being inside for all the time you're at work, this is probably your girl. Would you like to say anything about Tia, Andrea?
She's absolutely a beauty queen. Yeah, I don't know if the camera can capture this, but check her out. She is stunning.
Well, she's in A19 down at Animal Control. Thanks a lot for your consideration. Back to you guys.
Well, this wraps up our show for this week, and gosh, we had a great show. The muster is so cool. I can't wait for that.
A lot of activity going on for the muster. This is Muster 3, and this is honoring veterans from the post-Vietnam era. So on Thursday, October 11th, at the Center for Performing and Visual Arts, remember Letters Home, the play that will be talking about the sacrifices of our veterans. And then Saturday, October 13th, Coweta County Fairgrounds, events all day long, including another chance to ride in the Huey helicopter.
Oh, I love it. I remember last year when that came in, I wasn't able to ride. But, recently when I went away to Chicago, when I was in the airport coming back, all of a sudden people started applauding at baggage claim. I was like, what is this about? And troops were getting off a plane and coming through the airport, and it was amazing to watch all the people who were just stopped in the middle of the airport to thank our troops. So it's really amazing to what our men and women do for us.
It is, and it's good that we recognize it. And as a community, the Coweta Commission on Veterans Affairs helps us to do that.
Exactly. Yeah. Well, and then it's going to be so fun on October 27th because you should all go out to Autumn Chase, and it's so neat at Carl Miller Park, and you get to walk or run around the lakes that a lot of people don't know are back there behind Noonan Utilities, so that's fun. And then, just all kind of fall activities. Halloween is around the corner.
Halloween's around the corner. Again, more and more sports. I mean, we're in the middle of football season. We're playoff time in baseball. Basketball is beginning. I'm just thinking of the Atlanta Dream.
Right, the women's. I know, isn't that amazing?
In the playoffs.
That's great.
I mean, this is a great time to be a sports fan.
Yes, and you know, when I hurt my wrist, I was out of the golf game for several weeks. Well, now I can start to chip and putt again. So now the weather's cooled off, so we'll see how I do with my wrist and with my golf clubs.
Great, that's great.
Well, we're so glad you stayed with us this week. So make sure you tune in again next week with us on NuLink. We have lots more in store. See ya. Bye.
Goodbye.